We're live.
Hi, guys.
Hello, something other than Diz Food Madness.
Yes, we're
Uh,
starting something new here.
we're trying something new. We
Mm-hmm.
basically, me and Mikey, hey, over
Uh-huh.
here, have
Hi.
I have decided to try to create a menu that we would love from restaurants that are around the world. Each restaurant, big ones,
Mm-hmm.
usually big ones, can be small ones.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Um, I ask not to do festival because that's only seasonal.
Yeah. Yeah. Which we're not, because I will be honest with you, the menus are not on the app. And for this, we both use each of our My Disney Experience app
Yes.
to,
Another
to do
cool
it.
way to do it is I copied and paste, but I did not use the app because I did not allow to copy and paste. I used the
Mm,
Disney Go website. It does the
that makes
same
sense.
thing.
Yeah,
You can copy and paste from the Disney Go
you
website.
can. You can.
Yes. So that's what I did. Makes it a lot
And
quicker.
right. Now, also with this, now, with it tonight, we are doing, I think, one of each of our favorite parks, and mine, obviously, is Epcot. So we are going to start in Epcot.
Yeah, Epcot's going to be more than one part
Yeah,
because think how many restaurants that are regular sit-in restaurants are there?
a lot.
Thousands.
Yeah, there are. There are
There
a
are.
lot of them.
There are a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's nice to dive into them though,
Mm-hmm.
not specifically for like the special menu, but for the
Right.
menu that's always there.
Absolutely.
Something that's
And
reliable
yes, yeah.
every
And
festival.
there is something for everybody.
Yeah, there's something
No
for
matter
everyone.
how picky you are.
Yes.
Me over
So
here, because I'm very picky.
weirdly, we decided to start from different parts of the Epcot. He
Mm-hmm.
started from the very back, went right towards Mexico. I
Correct. I
started
started
in
in
the front,
Italy.
and I did not even do any of the World Showcase yet.
Correct. Because the reason why that I picked World Showcase is because there are many amazing places that you eat, and if you are a fan of ethnic, you got it.
Oh yes,
Especially in World Showcase.
but in the very front, I did mine because well, number one, the main reason was because that's where I always come in
Right.
monorail line.
Right. Now me,
I always come in the monorail line.
now me, I usually come through the back door,
Yeah,
which is
it's a nice hill there. Don't get me wrong.
it's a great way to get into World Showcase.
You
All
understand
you
what I mean, though. That's a hill
Yes.
right there.
I know it's a hill, believe me. I've been down the hill and I've been up the
I've
hill.
struggled trying to go up that hill
Not
before.
me. I just roll. That's what I do. I just roll. I'm
No,
sorry.
you know why I was struggling? My sister
Right.
decided not to get a ECV. She
I
got a wheelchair.
Oh, how fun. You just zoom downhill. You just went vroom.
Yes, but I got to push it up first.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, going up the hill on
Up
a manual
the
wheelchair,
hill.
not fun. On a scooter, easy.
Now, I
Mhm.
always wondered because that
Sure.
area right there,
Oh, I love
think
it.
on this and inside your head.
Yeah.
They never do theming around there for one.
No, they do not.
Number two, that is a very, very wide path.
It is.
Why wouldn't they put some kind of stalls on the side?
Let's just say that I've actually gotten lost trying to get over there
It's
from World
true.
Showcase.
Yes,
It's true.
it does help that there's a merchandise shop. So I use
Yes.
the My
World
Disney
Traveler, my
when you're
favorite
at
place.
Disney World and then
Hmm.
use the My Disney Experience app, it
Yeah.
shows you exactly where you're at.
Yes, yes.
So what I do
Thank
is
the
I
Lord for
search
that.
by merchandise stores and I go to
Hmm.
the far corner. That's
Yeah.
where it's at.
But I will say that when you are traveling over the bridge
Oh
in
yes.
France, to try to go to the Boardwalk Beach and Yacht,
Oh,
and it is pitch black. I'm like, I need lights, I need something, I need signage. And it's pitch black over there. Now, mind you, I love the area very much.
I
But
love the area.
if there could be like those
Yeah.
little lights
What
that are like this
wouldn't
way to
this
the
be wonderful if they made no,
hmm
that area? They could
yeah.
put two festivals in one spot in one land,
You know
officially.
what's funny? When I went in the 2021, there were things there with the
Oh,
Festival of the Arts. There
there
was.
was okay. I did
There
not know
was.
that they use that
They
area.
were the photo ops. You
Okay,
know how you can get inside of famous
yeah.
pictures? That's what they did, and I
The
didn't
photo
realize that.
ops that I used was at the
hmm
very front entrance, not at that back entrance.
Right,
So that was my Festival of the Arts. I might have not
right,
seen it, but I
right.
might have seen it. I don't know. Um,
but
what it,
honestly, I love
you know
Epcot.
what I want them to do with that area, and
hmm
it's possible to do this. I think
But that's where the boats are too.
that's where the boats kind of
Boats
are. They're
are
all the
as
way
well as the
down. Why don't
Skyliner.
they make that into a Lunar New Year?
You know,
Like having overhang lights over your head.
true.
Maybe Valentine's Day. Make it like a love lane that
Which
you
is
walk
tomorrow,
past.
yeah. hmm
It sells
Possible.
like chocolate cookies and
Now you're
little
making me
tiny.
hungry, and I've already
Yeah,
eaten dinner.
I'm just saying.
I
But
know,
Disney likes their food.
of
Um,
course, and so do we.
and so we do. So do we.
We love
Maybe make
food.
it so there's like maybe make it more of like a kid orientated area where there's like carnival things over there
Well,
along the edge of the fence
that
all
would
the
be
way down.
too much because you also have the Skyliner over there, as well as the entry gate, as well as going through the security as well.
Oh, that's true, I guess. It
Mm-hmm.
is quite big though, and like
Mm-hmm.
I've said this once and I said it before, why don't they just do a festival not in the parks, but at the resorts around that loop afterward?
I know. I know.
It's easy
L-
to do.
like today
Boardwalk,
with the Port Orleans,
Port
and
Orleans,
and they did that wonderful Mardi Gras with the
and
parade,
then they do
and they were
on the
doing some
opposite
tonight
side
too.
is a beach
Mhm.
club right there.
Yep, Beach
There's a
Club,
loop right
and
there
then go
that's
and then
all
go down
for
the road to Yacht. You got Swan and Dolphin at the end, and
make it so
going to the
there's
beautiful
a nice
boardwalk.
cavalcade all the way through that whole thing.
Man,
A
I don't
nice
know.
little that's a little parade thing,
We could.
It has to be something unique though. Maybe promote the
I don't
new
know.
movie for the new parade. I don't know.
You know what's interesting? Speaking of movies and rides and things,
Yes.
I'm surprised. Now, I thought that the Mardi Gras thing that today that I saw over at with the Port Orleans was very well done.
Okay.
It was really cool, but I noticed it was only specific for that resort because of the theming.
Yeah.
Why didn't all the resorts participate in that?
Well, because it would
That
be
would have been
nice
really
for
cool.
that, but that's because that's Riverside is based upon that area, kind of.
And so is the French Quarter,
So is French Quarter, but those two should have had it, but
which they did, which was
they
very
didn't.
nice.
Um,
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, if you're gonna do it
you know why?
for what?
Get it too big, and it's gonna get
Oh yeah, you're
swamped out
right.
by Universal Studios, and they're going
You're
to
right.
have copyrights.
You're right.
Copyright, copyright.
Yeah, I know. I get the point. So
Yeah,
since we are talking
because
about
that's
food,
Universal's festival.
I know.
Now,
I
if
know.
we started to touch their festivals,
It
that means
would
they are allowed
be
to touch ours.
pandemonium. Well,
Some of ours.
you got to admit though, with
They don't do
that,
a lot of. They don't do the New Year's because that Disney
true.
World does a New Year's.
Right. I know. I know.
So they got to have the Mardi Gras.
I know. I know. I know. I
We
know.
both do the Christmas one because that's
Of
too big of
course.
a festival for not
And we both
everyone.
do Halloween in different ways.
I both do Halloween.
I
I'm
wonder.
wondering if sooner or later Disney might do like a scare hall or scare area too.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That would be the toughest thing that they would have to do.
No, Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, I know. That's what they do every year.
Have it so there's real people inside a haunted mansion.
Oh, Lord.
You get to have a ride that has scare factor to
Well,
it.
wait a minute. Pirates does that at Halloween as well.
Somewhat, yes, but not people. But
Yes, they do.
they do.
Hmm.
Oh, they might.
They have the pirates inside of the bars for the
Oh
not so
yeah,
scary
I just been inside
Halloween.
the ride too, though.
But not in the ride.
Not on the ride.
Just in the queue. Although, I mean, you see, it's
I don't know.
there's a lot of factors to that, but I think with what they do is fine because
Well, the
I
haunted
will
mansion is
say,
supposed to be. Oh, that's scary. It's not the scariest ride in Disney by far, by the way.
all right, which one is?
Disneyland. The gondola wheel,
Oh yeah, the lovely wheel.
the gondola wheel,
I know.
the ones that move.
The
That
ones
is the
that
scariest.
move.
That is the scariest ride in all of Disney.
Believe it or not, you can actually hear people screaming. From
Yes.
what I know, from the boardwalk area.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, you can.
I know you want to get me on that thing. I know you do.
I have went on the moving one like 4 times.
I
I
know.
love
And
it.
you want to get me on it.
I got my sister on it.
How did she take it?
Disowned me for
Oh
basically
my.
yeah, for a long time.
Well,
She went her own way after that because she did not like that ride.
let me guess. She did not talk to you for a while, did she?
Well, I had to make a move.
How long before she talked to you again? I'm curious.
It
A
took a whole
while.
day, but guess what? I got a whole day
I
by
don't blame her
myself at
on that one. I'm
Disneyland.
sorry, but I do not blame her.
Anyway, I'm not gonna
But
try to dig up
I
dead
know, I know, I
ghosts
know, I
over
know.
here.
Anyways, all right. So we both love food, and so we basically picked restaurants that we both love,
Yes.
and that we also think that the other person would like, aka me, my stuff for him,
Yeah.
and him for me.
Yes.
Now, mind you, before we start this lovely thing, I
Okay.
am the most pickiest eater on the planet. He knows this.
Oh yes, I found
He
some
knows
things that
this.
you would like in almost every restaurant I picked, though.
Okay. Now, for
And I did
you,
not skip over any restaurant
oh, I know.
that is not the World Showcase.
I know. Now, for World Showcase, the way that I did this was in one country, it may be a sit down.
Yes.
Or hi Molly.
Hello,
How are ya?
Molly.
It's good to see you.
Hello.
Now, so this may be a quick service. It may be a snack. It it could be all three. It could be one.
Oh,
So
hello,
that's
Pete.
hi Pete. It's good to see you.
Pete is
Welcome in.
chasing Molly. Okay.
I see. Hello, hello. Welcome in.
Molly, you can go hide in the corner. I don't know if Pete will see you over there.
I don't know. Okay, so are you ready for the first one?
Sure, I'll let you go first.
All right.
I don't care.
So,
Yeah.
all right. So in Italy, I picked for you one of, if not the best place on Disney property for pizza. That is my absolute favorite restaurant, Via Napoli.
Via Napoli.
It is pricey.
Yeah.
So the actual the price, it is the $2 signs. So it is between the $15 to $34.99 per adult. Now, for me, I have always, whenever I go to Disney, I make sure that I get this reservation every time, because especially in the winter months, You walk in there, you will feel warmed up right away with those beautiful brick ovens. They are beautiful. The theming in there is like perfect. And one
Yes.
of the and one of the things that I always make sure that I get, and I have to make sure it's on the pizza menu. And yes, I always make sure that I get a pizza.
Oh,
Is the individual the pepperoni and sausage pizza. It is the most delicious thing on the face of the planet. It is really good. Um, with the crust is very well done. The entire pizza is just really, really good. And there is enough to where you can also take it back to your resort and have for like, with a snack later or with like a lunch or something a day. If you're doing a resort day. And for dessert there, I usually try to get the Zipotles, which are kind of like donuts, but I noticed in Italy that there is a new um the 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 gelato station right at the beginning of there,
okay.
and it's called Gelatia the Toscana,
Oh,
and and that is a $1 sign, which is the 14.99 and under per adult. It
okay.
is a snack, and believe it or not, they do have the Chipotle there for $9.50. So
Okay.
if so you could go to Via Napoli for a lunch and or a dinner, and then walk all the way up to the front of the Epcot. I mean, in front of the beautiful the Italy the pavilion, and grab yourself some dessert on the way.
Now I'm going to touch on that a little bit. Do you think you would trust the ice cream or gelato from what land more, Italy
Italy.
or France?
I'll be honest with you. I honestly, for me, I have never had it from both, but I would actually try both. But the first thing I would do is I would go to Italy first, and then go to France, and then I
I
would actually take
maybe we
both
might have
too.
to do a taste test.
Yes, a taste test is good. I love that
Taste
kind of
test.
stuff.
I love it.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
might be a pretty good
because
idea. But if
mm-hmm,
we're going to do a taste test, we're going to have to figure out a normal flavor we could both get a both and see
vanilla,
which one's different.
vanilla, vanilla is the easiest one because
Vanilla one
both
might
places.
be pretty easy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, and I love vanilla anyway. Cannot stand chocolate. Ugh, sorry,
Oh, I love chocolate,
but
but
well, there is like the kind of a reason, but that is my pick for you with for Italy in World Showcase.
okay. So I will not be pushing up a screen. I'll just use my cell phone, which is
Yeah,
fine. And
yeah,
that means
yeah,
that I'm able to pick and choose which one I chose first,
correct.
which means I'm going with the other pizza place that has competition in Epcot compared to Via Napoli.
Okay,
Connections Eatery.
interesting choice because I want to go there anyway
Yes.
for
So
one reason, and you know
for
why.
for Mikey, for Mike,
Okay.
they
Mm-hmm.
had a hand breaded chicken sandwich with house
Mm,
made pickles, zesty sauce, and toasted brioche bun.
yum! That sounds delicious right there.
They also had the pepperoni pizza, two slices of freshly baked, large pieces of pizza, topped with pepperoni, San Marino, tomato, basil sauce,
Okay.
and cheese splint.
Okay.
Yep. and they also had the General Tso's chicken salad. Also,
I do like General Tso's chicken, delicious.
yes, General Tso's chicken salads.
Okay,
That's
okay,
yeah,
all
be
right.
good pizza at Connections. Usually, it's weirdly it is bigger slices, but it seems to me like sometimes you can have it so it's a bit more greasier than Via Napoli.
Actually, with Via, they come out of these beautiful brick ovens that are heavenly, and you can smell it.
Yes,
So
and then that's
yeah.
the difference then, that they have
Okay.
the brick oven pizzas.
Yes,
Now, Connections uses oven, and they have a rack that
I
moves
get the point.
like
I know
most
the kind.
pizza
Yeah.
joints.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, now also, this might have to change your mind on if you're going here for dinner with a dessert.
Mm-hmm.
Also in the so-called Mikey section is the Liege waffle, which is always at Connections.
I want to try that waffle because the first time I saw it,
Yep.
I thought, what an amazing dessert because I do like waffles.
Yes.
Both the Belgian waffles was the Mickey waffle.
Yes, but these are not the Mickey waffles. These are the Liege ones, and it's a brioche
Okay.
dough
Okay.
with pearl sugar,
Ooh.
strawberries, whipped cream, and chocolate sauce. It just
Gimme.
sounds so good.
It does.
Oh, I'm telling you.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, it gets me more hungry.
I already ate dinner though.
Also, um, for drinks, not very many people think, hey,
Hmm.
you go here for drinks because right
Right.
across the street is a
Hi,
Starbucks
Mary. Right.
officially.
Yes. And I
Connection
will be going to
eatery.
Starbucks
Yeah.
anyway. I'll be going to
What?
Starbucks anyway.
I know, but I did not know this. They have
Okay.
different drinks over in Connections.
Really? Hmm.
So they have a watermelon mint agua fresca.
That's it. I'm in.
I'm in.
I
They
love
have that
watermelon
at
and
the
I love
food
mint.
place, not the drink place,
Interesting.
which is interesting.
Okay.
They also have Twinings hot tea.
Now I do like that, but I got to be in the mood for that.
Usually, you only find that in Britain. They have it over
Yes.
in Connections.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Mary.
I'm
Hello,
good.
everyone.
I'm good. I'm good.
And then I did put a seasonal in here just
Mm.
because it might have helped
Okay.
persuade you on a drink section for this,
All right.
which is they always have milkshakes there.
Now I have not had a milkshake in a very long time, but I do like them.
Yes, they had what they call a Valentine's Day shake.
Ooh.
Vanilla milkshake with strawberry sauce, whipped cream, and chocolate
Mm-hmm.
garnish.
Mmm.
This
Sounds
sounds so
delicious.
simple and so lovely, doesn't
It
it?
does. It absolutely does.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So
I
that was
mean,
all of Mikey. Now I'm going to jump over to Richard,
which would be
my
you.
regular. Okay. They have a French bistro burger that I really wanted, it looks like.
Okay.
Gourmet beef blend, caramelized onions, bacon, brie, mushrooms, Dijon mayonnaise, and toasted brioche bun.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, don't mind me.
it
I'm
has a
gonna
few
look.
things I don't think that you like. I don't think you like the onions, really.
Nope.
I'll go towards
Hate
it.
it.
I gotta love it though.
That's fine.
Um,
Okay. With for you at Via, they
oh,
do have the white pizza for you
okay,
because I looked it up. They
yeah,
do have a white pizza with artichoke, fontina, mozzarella, as well as the truffle oil.
okay. I would might try it.
Mm-hmm. They also have the white they do white pizza with a fontina, a mozzarella, a prosciutto, cantaloupe, and arugula.
Cantaloupe?
Uh-huh. That's what it
Huh,
says.
I would really
It's
rather go
different.
towards the cantaloupe, probably.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And then also, was
Mm-hmm.
there anything else on mine?
Yeah, because for you now, I
Now,
would say for you, get any of the gelatos.
I do like my gelatos, but I went
Okay.
to also towards
Okay.
they had a the Connections also has a little bit of alcoholic drinks,
Mm.
just like most of everything else in Epcot.
Oh,
I'm
that's what I need.
sorry,
I know.
but
Oh, let me
I
look.
listened to this one.
Okay.
It was good enough alcohol that I was willing to try it probably,
Right.
which is an orange lemonade cocktail.
Ah.
3 olives, blueberry vodka, lemonade, and
Okay.
orange juice with cotton candy in it.
Interesting.
Uh-huh. I'm
Now,
having that.
now at Via, they do have for your non-alcoholic beverages. They do have the Italian soda, the iced tea, the Coke, the Diet Coke, Sprite lemonade, as
Yep,
well as your strawberry aqua fresca, as well as the lovely the chocolate milk,
yep.
your espresso, your double espresso, and your cappuccino.
Yeah.
And I would say for you, for the for the alcoholic beverage, I think you would probably like the limoncello flight, which is
Oh, yeah.
limoncello classic, limoncello cream, as well as limoncello pistachio. That's what they have here.
I would go towards that, but you know what? I
Okay.
used to love limoncello, and I used to
Okay.
have it a lot,
Okay.
non-alcoholic.
Ah, I see.
But then lemon has started to
I
make me
get
have heartburn because of citric acid.
I get the point. Yes.
Lemonade is it's teetering on it, but full
Okay.
on lemonade.
Okay.
You're asking for me to have some heartburn over
I
here
get
while I'm trying
I
to
get
go
it.
down the rows.
I get it. Hold on a second.
You're
Oh,
good.
why is this? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking for. Okay.
And
All
then
right.
what?
So we got.
Another thing that they did have, which
Okay.
on my side they did have what I loved as a non-alcoholic drink. It looked like, which
Mm-hmm.
I went towards a different shake, which was an apple
Uh-huh.
pie
Uh-huh.
gelato shake.
Ooh. Very nice.
They always have had this, and I've had it before
Mm-hmm.
at Festival of the Arts last 2 years ago. They've had it since then. It's not going away,
Nice.
and I like the flavor. It's so
Good.
good. Now, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite items from this place, the meatball um, Alfredo pizza,
Mm.
has went off the menu.
Nice.
Boom, boom, ba-dum.
I love meatballs on
It's
pizza,
not
honestly.
there anymore. It's not on the list. That's why I didn't
Oh,
choose it.
well that's oh dear.
Oh dear. Hopefully it comes back because that
It
was my
might.
favorite thing I've had.
It
It
might.
is so good. Just biting into it and you taste the meatball and you crunching it. The
Yeah.
meatballs were like that high off the pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it
Mm-hmm.
was so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like Italian style meatballs, the
Oh
large
yeah.
ones on
Yeah, yeah,
top of the
yeah.
pizza,
Uh-huh. All
which
right.
not been done that much.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, are you ready for the next place?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So, going to your left. Well, actually, no. When you are exiting the Italy, you will be going towards your right, going to Germany,
Germany,
and I'm gonna
Bauhaus.
I'm gonna say this. All right. So, for me, on my last trip, I was actually a little bit hesitant to go to this restaurant because I was not used to the cuisine.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, no joke, I was able to find stuff that I liked based on the menu that they had due to COVID. Now that everything is back up to normal, this restaurant not not only has a dinner, but also a show where you also sing one of the songs. And
Okay.
that place is Beer Garden.
Beer garden, beer
It
house.
is a buffet. It
Yeah.
is great. The the atmosphere is wonderful. It's loud. It's great. They have many, the different items. The price for adults is $49 plus your tax as well as your gratuity.
It's
So
medium
for
to high, but it's not as high as
yeah,
some others.
it's not as high as others, but
Yeah.
I would say this is a great place because not only can you eat regular stuff as well as some German offerings, which believe it or not, I actually do like this. I actually like the schnitzel.
Oh, nice.
It's it and it was really, really good, and I really, really enjoyed it. Now, also in Germany, now of course said that I did this because I was a little bit hungry. I went to one of these lovely carts
Oh,
and I got a snack. And what is Germany known for besides their Oktoberfest and everything else?
well,
They're
beer
fabulous.
garden for one is beer,
Yes,
and number
yes.
2, caramel, if I remember correctly, because the
Well,
caramel luce
I
place right
did
there.
not pick caramel couche because
Goulash, yes.
but there was a reason why I did not to pick that because to me that's a little bit too sweet for me. Even though yes, I love Werther's original,
I
delicious.
do too, and I
So,
weirdly have seen
mhm.
food items
Oh yes,
inside a caramel couche.
I saw that recently myself, and I'm like,
I'm all like,
this is
"Whoa,
new.
that's
Yeah.
different."
So what did I pick? I went to the lovely cart that was nearby because our reservation was not until 9 o'clock, and I needed a snack to pull me over. So
Yeah.
what did I get? One of those gigantic Bavarian pretzels that were delicious.
Oh, you can't go wrong with a
Yeah,
Bavarian pretzel.
now for me,
I
I
swear
come
those
from
things
the
are the
land of
ones that you
Philadelphia pretzels, and let me tell you, that pretzel was very good for what I needed it for, and it was
it
worth it.
just so you know, everyone, the pretzel
Hmm.
stand he's talking about
Hey, Dave.
does use festival, outings at times.
Yes, and also
So they
it
sometimes
would
have
be
it
on the
goes filled with
oh
cheese and other
yes.
things.
Now my
Sometimes.
pretzel did not come with cheese because it was not a Mickey pretzel. It was your regular. It was your
Regular. It
regular.
was
Yeah,
called season, yeah.
and those things are
Still
big.
good, don't
Now,
get me
oh my
wrong.
gosh, yes.
I
And for
I've had
you, I know
a,
you'd like it. Yeah.
I've had a what was it?
Hmm.
Pesto,
Mm,
basil, Alfredo stuffed pretzel,
delicious.
all
I'd
in
eat it.
one.
I'd eat it.
It was so good.
Totally.
It was so good.
But but I will say this: n- never eat something that big like a couple hours
Oh,
before
yes.
because you're already stuck. Now me,
It
because
fills you up. But just
it
as
does.
a warning
It
to
is
everyone,
it is a filling
please
snack.
just have this as a meal. Yes, it's probably one of the cheapest meals you'll probably get in Epcot, but please eat it as a meal.
Yeah. So that is my pick for both you and me because we would both plan things that we both like, and and we get to hear this lovely German band on the stage, and yes, we all sing Edelweiss, which was fantastic for me because
Very
I love
true.
sound
Now,
music.
here's my question.
It's a great band.
Belgium, Germany. So
Yes.
Germany,
Hmm.
did
Yeah.
they have any stand that is for like a Wiener Schnitzel or a
You know,
hot
in
dog?
doing my
Really,
research,
really good high grade hot
oh,
dog.
speaking of, no, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I don't know if Epcot does.
Wait a minute. I just remembered something because I know there's a place. It's either in Germany or in Norway. I forget which one, but they have this amazing bread pudding
Oh, yeah.
that has the pretzels in it. I can't remember which one it is, but
I think
I
that's
know that
seasonal. Isn't that a festival one right now?
no,
Oh, okay.
because because you have to go to the secret location,
Yeah.
and I if I knew exactly which country it was, but I believe it's either in Germany or Norway. I can't remember which one. And it is this delicious bread pudding that
Okay.
is really good that everybody raves about.
Yeah.
And that would be an extra dessert in case you were extra hungry. But since you would be a beer garden, I
Yeah.
don't think you would be, you I will
You'd
be
be
honest with you. When
schnitzel,
I
I
was done
guess.
there, I
I'd
was
like
full for the
myself
rest
some
of the night.
schnitzel.
I was like, I can't eat another bite. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. It's
Now,
like
here's my
done.
question. Did your
Hmm?
schnitzel have gravy on top of it?
No, plain Jane,
Most, just so everyone knows,
which I like.
most do.
Now, me, I will tell you, I am
Most
very
schnitzel has
picky about that kind of stuff.
not the country gravy. Usually it's that brown gravy
Nope,
that's on top of it.
mine did not have it. I was very pleased with that because I am very picky with what's on
Okay.
top of my stuff. So I
Yep.
would say this: they do have offerings that will cater to anyone's
Yes.
thing. So don't worry, you will find stuff that you like, and maybe you're like, yeah, I don't know, but that's okay. So that was my pick for both you and I.
Okay. So I'm gonna go off of you went towards a strange one, kind of.
Yeah,
Germany.
yeah.
I'm gonna go off of another strange one that is from the front, which is coral reef. I'm saying this is
Hmm,
strange because
yeah,
you like the name of it says coral in it. You expect everything to be seafood, right?
correct.
Almost. Oh no. For Mikey, an entree, it's called harissa chicken.
What
Okay.
is it? Okay,
Saffron, couscous, citrus yogurt, and spice roasted seasoned vegetables with chicken.
okay. I'd go for that.
Interesting
I'd
choice.
I'd go for that.
The reason why you would go to this place would be because of their different desserts. They
Yes.
have one called the chocolate wave,
Ooh,
which is warm, flourless chocolate cake, raspberry gelato.
yum.
Sounds so good. I love
Hungry.
it. And then I did try to set an app, but it was just a reef salad, which
Yeah.
was seasonal mixed green with pickled vegetables and
Mm-hmm.
pomegranate vinaigrette.
Mm-hmm.
I did put on my area. I did put a
Right.
dessert that was a key lime tart.
Okay.
So they do have a key lime there. Um, on my entree, I did say the slow roasted prime rib for
Right.
me, and then I also said the reef salad. So that was
Okay.
your deal for the coral reef. So you would have
Okay.
been able to eat there.
Right.
Don't know if it'd be your favorite meal. It's chicken, but
Okay.
yeah, could have been interesting.
True. Okay. So how about that for you? What did you pick for yourself there?
I already said it. So there's slow
Oh, okay.
roasted prime rib, key lime tart, and then the
Okay.
reef salad. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So going down World Showcase. The next country we will be visiting will be one that I've never eaten at, but I've always wanted to try it. And that
Okay.
is China. Now, in China, there is a place. Well, actually, for
I've eaten
this
at China
one,
before.
okay. And this place is the quick service,
Yes, I've always eaten there.
and their menu honestly looks delicious.
It's pretty good. I love the bubble
And
tea here.
and
Yeah.
the place is called the Lotus Blossom Cafe.
Yes, and they do
It
have
looks really
seasonal.
good. It looks really good.
Yeah.
So for myself, I would pick for the appetizer would be the chicken pot stickers.
Okay.
And for my main meal, I would probably pick out of the items here. I would probably go with the orange chicken combo, which looks delicious, which you get steamed rice, an egg roll, and a side of veggie. And for you, I thought about this one item, but then I looked at it and I'm like, I think I think for you I would probably pass on this one. So I'm going with my second option for you, which would be the chicken fried rice combo,
Okay.
which would be the egg roll as well as the side of veggie. Now, the one that I was originally going to do for you was going to be the vegetable stir fry, but
Okay.
when I saw that they had the spicy noodles, I said I'm gonna skip this one for you because I know
Yeah.
how you are with that. Now for dessert, for me, I would go with the lychee, the ice cream, and for you,
Oh.
I would pick the caramel ginger ice cream. And believe it or not, they do have for the beverages, they do have a lychee black iced tea for both of us.
Which
Delicious.
I've had the lychee black iced tea and the
Mm-hmm.
lychee ice cream.
Okay.
I can't live without them.
Really? Okay.
They are so good. It's
Really?
such a unique flavor you don't find anywhere else.
Cool.
So, I would go towards that. Ginger,
Okay.
I have started to have heartburn with.
Ah, I see.
That thing is I it's su I'm such pickiness on heartburn food
I
that
understand.
I have to start to regulate that now.
Right. And also in China, there is another the place with upper snack, and
Uh-huh.
it's called the Joy of Tea. And
Yes.
every time I always go by this place and I always get so mad because it's like I've always wanted to go there because they have the pork egg rolls,
Yes.
but they have one of my most favorite drinks in the world, and that is the bubble milk tea. I absolutely love
Yeah.
bubble tea, but I want to totally try this place as well as go there because I love this kind of stuff. And so that is what I picked for both you and I in the China.
Okay. I will go towards the next one, which this
Okay.
is a collab of Mikey and Richard, or
Okay.
Mikey and bloomncheeza.
Okay.
I'm saying it's a collab because I have to get it back up again.
Of course.
This is Garden Grill.
Interesting.
So Garden Grill,
That's
for
in the land
breakfast and
pavilion.
for lunch and dinner are
Mm-hmm.
both all you can eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So breakfast items has the breakfast pastry,
What are
fresh
you going for
fruit, Mickey
breakfast?
shaped waffles with maple syrup. They do have that there.
I'm in.
Backyard grilled steak with farmer's ranchero sauce.
Mm-hmm.
These are things you can choose from.
Right.
Smoked bacon, by the way, is
Mm.
there.
Ooh, I love bacon with my waffles.
Yep, skillet potatoes. And
Yeah.
then they also have the option of right now a specialty character drink with lemonade and flavors of cotton candy served in a souvenir cup.
Ooh, I'm in on that one.
All of that for a nice price of $47
Mmm.
with the souvenir cup.
I like that.
Not
It's
that
a
bad of a price,
it's a
really, for
little
all you can eat.
pricey.
It's a little pricey, but you've seen some restaurants like you just showed
Yeah.
before the China that it was
Yeah.
more than 47,
Oh,
and this
absolutely.
is all you can eat, so you could go back more than once for your Mickey waffle.
True. And also with Via, the more that you get there, the more up it is. And
Yes, and this one will not be like that. It'll be
right,
the
right.
price.
Okay. That's a great place
That was
because
for great breakfast, and now I'm
mm,
also gonna say it's the second one, which is lunch and dinner.
of course.
Um, so for lunch and dinner,
Okay.
they have the cornbread with
Mm.
honey butter.
Is that the honey butter?
That is the honey butter. They have the honey
Mm,
butter there.
nice.
They have
But nothing beats a
also
pepper jelly.
harvest-inspired garden salad,
Mm-hmm.
carrots and celery with farmhouse ranch,
Right.
big
Mm-hmm.
rotisserie roasted turkey with
Mm-hmm.
gravy,
Right.
homestyle mashed potatoes, seasonal vegetables,
Mm-hmm.
macaroni and cheese,
I love mac and cheese.
um, farmer's seasonal pie with vanilla
Okay.
ice cream,
Okay. They got any
uh,
cakes? Because I'm not a pie
farmer
person.
Mickey cupcake, it looks
I'll
like.
take the cupcake then, honestly.
And then they also have a chocolate cake, buttercream, and cookies and cream crumble cake. So that last one kind of touched it
Yeah.
out, but
Mm-hmm.
you're looking at 62 per adult, and I did not really see that good of a regular entree for the
I'll be honest. I would rather go for
just go
breakfast
for
to
the
be true.
breakfast.
Yeah.
You can still get the seasonal
Yeah.
um, cup also for lunch and
Yeah.
dinner, but it
Nice.
says it's like $7 extra. So I'm all like
Ooh.
62 plus 7,
$69.
69. You're probably
Plus
paying a little
tax.
over 70.
Yeah, that's a little much.
It's a little much for dinner. For an item that you don't even know what if you'll like the main entree or not.
That's true because now for breakfast for me,
Yeah.
the only
But
time that I actually
they
ever
had
eat breakfast
cornbread
is in
with
Disney.
honey butter.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to breakfast and I'm going to ask for the cornbread with honey butter.
I wonder if they'd actually give it to you.
I don't know
Couldn't
because
hurt
they
to
give it at
ask.
lunch and dinner.
But you know
That's the
what?
only thing I want out of the dinner menu.
I'm gonna be honest with you, okay?
I'm
Now,
not paying $62 for the honey butter. I'm sorry.
I'm not. I mean, honestly, seriously, I would rather eat there for breakfast. And believe it or not,
Yeah, that's
I've
true.
never eaten there anyway. And believe it or not, a fun fact: the living with the land ride goes through while you're eating, and I think it's also a character meal as well
Yes. It's also
for
a character
both.
meal.
For both, right?
Chip and Dale and Friends. So
Which
you're
is
able.
basically
This is
this is
yeah.
what I know about that. You get Mickey and Chip and Dale, Donald, Daisy, and I think Minnie too, if I'm right.
Yes, I've seen them.
I
I've
think you get all
also
six of
seen
them.
I've also seen rare characters that sometimes come out. That is Gadget at a regular basis.
Who's that?
Um, okay, so Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers,
Yes. Oh, okay, okay.
Gadget.
I know who Gadget is now.
And then
Yes.
also weirdly, I've seen
Yeah.
people say that Monterey Jack is there sometimes,
You're
which
kidding.
never
Nice.
happens.
You know what's funny?
But that would be a rare
That's
place
really
to
cool.
find
Yeah. I personally, I would rather go there for
it. If I
breakfast.
knew Monterey Jack was there, I might just go towards just to see him. You can't find
Yeah,
him
but
anywhere
you don't
else.
know which one you're gonna get until you sit
No,
down.
that's the that's
That's
the
the tricky
experience.
part. I know. All right. So for me, for World Showcase, the next country we are zooming on down to is Norway. Now, for Norway, I actually have the two places.
Okay,
Now this one is gonna be really pricey. All
okay.
right. So okay, so this one I have never been to, but this one is a the character meal, and and I really and this is a buffet and such.
Okay.
So this is the Asker House banquet hall.
Yeah, the
And
banquet
this
hall.
is the one where you get to meet all of the desert princesses.
Yeah,
Now,
the princesses,
for
yeah.
breakfast, it is a $55 per person, per adult, plus tax, as well as the gratuity.
Okay.
Now there is something on this menu that even I would want to try, and that is Norwegian waffles. Sounds
Oh,
interesting to me. And
tasty.
they also have Nordic berry compote. Sounds interesting.
Okay.
And they have all of your beverages and stuff.
Yeah.
Now, you can also go there with for lunch, but the price has gone up. $67 per adult plus tax and gratuity. And this is
Oh
also
boy.
a character meal.
Yeah.
And there are some things on here that I would be willing to try. Um, they do have, listen to this. Now, forgive me, but I do not speak the language, but this alone sounds really good. It's called lefse with cardamom cinnamon butter. Sounds like a roll to me.
Well, yeah. It's
I
a
can't
good
pronounce
replacement
it, but
for this.
yeah. But with just that cardamom cinnamon butter sounds delicious to me.
Yeah, it does sound good.
And now we're gonna go to dinner. Same price as lunch is $67 per adult plus tax and gratuities. Same menu as lunch. And also for a lovely snack in Norway. Now, how I actually found this next place was when I was doing my research for what I wanted to try on my next trip, because I always make sure that I try something new.
Yeah.
So I learned about this place from a YouTuber, and it is called Kringla Bakery.
Oh, yeah.
It is a snack place,
It is a snack.
and personally, I have wanted this snack ever since I've been back from Disney,
Yeah.
aka PDD, which is post Disney depression, and
Yeah.
that is their famous school bread.
Everyone loves it.
That school
Yeah.
bread is the most delicious thing I've ever eaten in my life. It is heaven.
Can you explain it to me?
Okay, it is a sweet roll
Okay.
filled with the custard
Ooh,
and dipped in coconut.
yes.
Heaven.
Only
I
thing
would
that
eat
I
it.
can see
I
that
would eat
might
it.
compare against it is France. Because
Okay.
I know in
Okay.
France, in the back area,
Mm-hmm.
they do have the baguettes.
I know. But
Those
but this
baguettes.
is a sweet item. So
Yeah,
if
those
you're looking for a
baguettes.
snack, I would highly go there. I
Yeah.
recommend it. I've eaten it, and
Now,
believe it or not, every once in a while I do want to get some
you
when I'm
won't
not in Disney.
believe me.
Okay.
I found a restaurant
Mm.
that basically has the same pricing
Okay.
as what you just showed me.
Mm-hmm.
So for lunch menu, I chose myself, and for
Okay.
dinner menu, I chose you. Okay.
Okay. All right.
So for lunch menu, this is Space 220.
Ah, that place. I want to try it actually.
It's expensive as
It's
heck.
very expensive.
Really, it's the same price.
And Esco
55
House
for
would be for both
lunch.
of us. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
55 for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a three-course meal. You can
Mm.
choose
Okay.
one item from the entree, one
Great.
item from the um,
Mm-hmm.
and one item from the after entree,
Mm-hmm.
and then one item from the one item from the entree,
Right. Right.
probably.
Right. Right. And
That
one
is for
dessert.
lunch. Now
Right.
for dinner, it
Mm-hmm.
does go up in price, but it does say you're able to go from app, entree, and dessert.
Okay. Good.
The dessert comes with the higher price, but
Right.
not the lower price.
Uh,
So,
but that's okay. So what'd you pick for me?
so for you, I chose this. You're the dinner adult dining, so I chose the one
Yeah.
with the dessert with it.
Okay.
Um, I chose a Wagyu beef caprico,
Okay.
which has Wagyu beef, pomegranate seeds, potato chips, and clippertoni sauce, with
Okay.
the option of it being in a mushroom or in a bowl. Which I'm like,
I'm not a
well,
mushroom
you want to eat
fan.
the bowl? I've seen some people with this. It is
It's huge.
a huge piece of mushroom that is hollowed out, and
I
they'll use it
am
as a
not,
bowl.
and I'll be honest with you, I'm not a mushroom fan, period.
I know, but that's like,
That's fine.
where else can you find that?
I know. Now, okay. Okay, what else you got for me?
But I thought you might have been off put by the mushroom. So weirdly, I had a second item ready.
Okay, what is it?
Slow roasted Crystal Valley chicken.
I'll eat it.
48-hour brined chicken with spinach,
Mm.
chorizo,
Hey,
plantain ragu,
hey.
roasted garlic, and
Oh my god.
Harlem tomatoes.
Now I love me some garlic. Let me tell you. Mm.
So you might like that one better. It's
Yeah.
48-hour
Okay,
brined
that's fine.
chicken. I bet you that's like pull off
Oh yeah.
worthy, you
Oh
know.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So also they came with a
Mm-hmm.
dessert,
Mm-hmm.
which is
What'd you
the
pick?
well, yours it would be called the Astra.
Okay, what is it?
The Astra is a honey cake with honey butter,
Oh, I'm in.
almond mascarpone mousse,
That's it.
cream, lingonberry jam, and a honeycomb cookie.
2 words in, well, actually 3 words in my mouth, let me tell you.
Honey overdose.
Sounds
It has like three
sounds del
different honey
it
items in
sounds
one
delicious.
dessert.
But I would tell you this, I'll be full.
You would be full, but you would look at that, you'd be all like, I am so glad I had this honey on honey on honey item.
Absolutely. Now, with what I picked for you and me,
Oh yeah.
okay, now for
I'll do one more because I didn't say drinks for you.
oh yes, what would you pick for me for drink?
What yours is called is moon rocks. Okay.
Ooh, okay. What
Lemon
is it?
juice, blue cotton candy syrup, Sprite, pineapple juice, and pop rocks.
I'm in.
Ah, I found the drink that you like from that.
Yeah. So okay. So for the Asker House, which is a character dining,
Yes.
I told you the breakfast price, the lunch price, as well as the dinner price. Which one would you pick? Because I already know which one I'd pick. I would pick breakfast, honestly.
Probably breakfast. Most all you can eat,
Yeah.
have a
Mhm.
cheaper breakfast.
Yeah. Now, you told me something about, I believe, this place.
Yes.
That when one specific princess comes out, I would ask her a specific question and she would go and bring it back.
Yes,
You
it's
know
now
who it is
become
and you
a
know why.
lore, and I don't know if they do that anymore.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, the bringing out of the Cogsworth cloth
Bingo.
that they had. Now, I've heard some different rumors that they're not doing that right now.
And
I wish they would, but
if you don't,
we do not know where Mr. Cogsworth is right now, is their answer.
let me explain, because as everybody knows who knows me, knows that Beauty and the Beast is one of my favorite, one of them.
Yes.
And this beautiful little thing right here, which is the beautiful clock, Cogsworth, is one of my favorite characters. And I would be very sad if I asked Belle, where is Cogsworth? And he doesn't come. Now, mind you, that character is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, between with the Figment and him,
And maybe Nana.
yes, Nana too, as well as other characters that I absolutely
Yes.
adore.
Why haven't they made a restaurant that is themed to Peter Pan?
Thank you.
They
I've been
already
waiting
have the
for it.
ride. Put it right beside it.
You know what would be cool is if they made one. Wait a minute. How about this? Wait. Peter Pan themed, but do it in Neverland. Hallelujah done the end. I'm in.
No, Peter Pan themed,
Yeah.
but you ride above the people that are on the dinner menu.
Uh-huh. I'm
Think on
in.
that
I'm
because
in.
it's down below. It would
Uh-huh.
kind of work, and you would have
Mm,
theming
that'd be
for your
fun.
restaurant. That'll be a dark restaurant.
And I'll be honest with you,
They
now
need to do that more often.
I
They
will
only
say
really done that with one restaurant that I know of in Disney,
mm-hmm.
and that's Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Toss the bread.
I I will say this, okay? Now, as someone who just watched Peter Pan 2 recently and who watched A Princess and the Frog today,
Yeah,
I gotta tell you, both of those movies are amazing. But for Disney World, since we know Tiana's Bayou Adventure is going to be opening very, very soon within the next couple months,
sure.
I am going to say this. Now, I know we're talking about Epcot, but in Disney World, in Magic Kingdom, can we please get Tiana's place in there? Because Disneyland has it.
We might not.
I want to see it in there because it's needed.
I don't know.
Because and I'm going to say why. Because one of the most famous restaurants that has been there for a long time, and everybody loves it. But I think it's time for a new restaurant to gladly open up, and that would be the Tiana's place. Okay, rant over. Okay, so where are we going next for you?
So, uh,
Oh, by the way, what did you think of the Kringla Bakery? By the way,
creme de la bakery is really fun.
okay, I love
uh,
it in there.
I've been there once, but I don't think
Mm-hmm.
I got the bread there. It was something else.
Okay, okay.
I think it was seasonal item,
Oh,
special Lily Arts,
okay. All
and
right.
I
So
don't
what do you
remember
get?
what it was. It was some kind of something. I don't remember.
Okay. So what do you got next?
I have Sunshine Seasons as one of my last restaurants for me.
Ooh, I like that place. It sounds interesting. I've never eaten there, but sounds yummy.
When you and me hopefully meet sometime and we're going to Epcot,
Woohoo!
I'll have to take you into that place because you know
Of
what?
course. What?
It's one of the only restaurants that not only is air conditioned,
Yes.
okay,
Has a lot of tables.
it has a lot of tables,
Mm-hmm.
and you can basically walk out of the restaurant and either go left and go straight to Soren or go right and go straight to Living with the Land.
Uh-huh.
Both of the lines are right there
Yeah.
on the
Which,
same level as
which
the
is
rest.
great. Which is absolutely fantastic.
I love it.
Mm,
It does have seasonal food, so it's kind of hard to find like normal food that is there,
right.
but it is going to be cheaper priced if I remember correctly.
Okay. Yeah.
For breakfast they do have one item and only one item, which is
Mm-hmm.
chocolate croissant.
Yum.
I would go towards that as a breakfast item.
I
Please do.
would. I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm skipping past that
Okay.
because I'm going to say your menu items for this for lunch or dinner.
Uh-huh.
Pepperoni pizza roll served with pasta salad.
Okay. First of all, I love both of them. Number
You
two,
get both.
I would totally eat that. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Dessert.
Mm-hmm.
Peanut butter whoopie pie.
That's it. I'm in.
They have it year round.
Now I know in the past they have had Figment items.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think since the last 2 years we've seen Figment items
Yep, we are, dude.
over in his own place.
Yes.
I don't think they're going to have Figment items there anymore.
Oh.
If you get what I mean.
You know what's interesting? Speaking
Because
of
he has his own
restaurant, yeah.
restaurant now, basically.
What do you mean? Wait a minute. What do you mean? Wait a minute.
It's the festival.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? Speaking of restaurants, and you bring up a good point about this because actually there is no restaurant over there. A
What?
Journey into Imagination because Believe it or not, I would love to see one over there.
but they
I'd love to see.
transformed what used to be a restaurant.
Correct, which I believe was the Electric Umbrella, which I remember eating at.
Electric Umbrella, yes.
Yep, which I loved it.
What is that place called? Something Hall, isn't it?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's wait a minute. It wasn't Horizon. Just it's what they're building over there now. Oh, for Pete's sake, what is it called? I know what it is.
It had circular seatings.
Yes.
It had glass wall, and the inside.
Yes.
And the inside of the inside was like a little panorama, cute little thing.
You mean? Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. Wait.
You know what I'm talking about? It's right
It wasn't Horizon. It's what they're building over there now that used to be there. Shoot.
It's on the back. It's on the back end of.
Anybody in the chat know what I'm talking about? Because I know they're building it. It's you go.
Court Hall.
Yes. That's it. That's it. The community core. That's what they're building now, and I'm hoping.
I did not count that as a restaurant because
I'm hoping they're going to be turning it back into a restaurant.
One time a season, and that's Festival of the Arts.
Yeah.
Figment restaurant.
But I'm wondering if they're going to reopen community court soon, because I know last time
I heard rumors.
Good, because it's needed. All right.
Yes, we are the silliest, and we're still.
We are silliest, and we're still going. Okay, so.
Okay, what I was going towards. Okay, so Mikey. Also, I said the dessert, which was the whoopie pie.
Yeah.
I did not say the drink, which you should really be blasphemed me for.
What is it?
Strawberry boba fruit juice.
I'm in.
I've had heard a lot of people say about this though.
Mm-hmm.
It is pulp juice.
Okay.
Strawberry pulp juice that has strawberries in it, and it has bobas in the bottom that tastes like
I'm in.
It is very different.
Now, with strawberries with me sometimes. Now, sometimes when I've had strawberry items, and I'm gonna say this, it tastes like penicillin. Certain now, believe it or not, certain flavors make me taste the penicillin.
Oh boy. Well,
it does.
I have the same thing with grape, so I can't.
I have the same thing with orange popsicles. I'm sorry.
Oh,
it's orange popsicles,
I love my orange though.
Orange popsicles and strawberry stuff sometimes. Ugh, penicillin nasty. Ugh, gross. Anyways, okay, so now the last place I'm going to in World Showcase is where the debate starts. Where do you start? Do you go to the left, or do you go to the right, or do you go to the back door? Now, every once in a while, when I do come through the front door, I usually hang right towards Canada, but not today, because I'm talking about Mexico, and I have the two places. The first place,
2 restaurants. I've eaten at one.
One is the quick service. The other one is inside. So the first one is going to be La Cantina de San Angel. Forgive us, we do not speak the languages.
Yes, there's also 2 sit-in restaurants in Mexico too.
Yes.
The one on the water and the one on the inside.
Yes. Now, for you, as I'm looking at the menu right now currently, I would say a rice bowl. Okay, I would say for you, it would be arroz con pollo bowl, which is a rice bowl topped with marinated grilled chicken, corn, spicy tomato sauce, pickled onion, queso fresco, and cilantro.
Sounds pretty good. I might
try
it.
For myself, I would probably want to try. Let's see here. I probably would try the taco trio, which is the barbacoa, pollo, and carmon tacos on homemade corn tortillas served with rice and black beans with the queso fresco.
Now, I have had that at that restaurant.
You have?
Yes,
Is it good?
I did not like it.
You did not. Okay, that's fair.
That's
Now,
fair. It was
okay.
it was super
Ooh,
greasy. Put it
I
that
see.
way. Then
Okay,
by the time I got to try to eat
yeah,
the chips were already soggy.
I get it. Okay, all
So I
right.
just had a bad experience.
I
Maybe it's
understand.
not every time.
Right
So
now
I
for
just had a bad experience with that
I
one.
understand. Now for desserts, I would probably pick for both you and I the fabulous churros with chocolate sauce.
Okay.
And then for a beverage, I would pick Jarritos traditional Mexican soda, and I love Jarritos anyway.
Yes.
And I would probably pick the fruit punch for both
Okay.
of us. Now, going inside the beautiful pavilion,
Aztec.
yes, which is absolutely fabulous.
Love it.
And
Recently themed to Coco.
yes, and when you enter into that beautiful place and you are on the Three Caballeros ride, you
Yes.
notice to your right, you see a beautiful restaurant which is called the San Angel in Restaurante, which is the actual restaurant inside, and you get to see everybody ride the Three Caballeros ride, I
Yes.
caramba, which means I don't know. Anyways, so for lunch and dinner, this one is probably moderately priced for both lunch and dinner.
Yeah.
Same price at 15 to 34.99, depending
Yeah.
on what you purchase. So I thought for you, I would say you would probably go with the sopa azteca, which is the traditional tortilla soup served with fried corn tortilla strips, avocado cheese, and chile pasilia
Okay.
for the appetizer. For your lovely entree, I thought for you would like the Horace Vegetariano, which is fried corn mesa topped with beans, grilled queso fresco, nopales, and pea tendrillos, served with a side of roasted veggies and salsa verde. And for myself, I would probably get the tacos de ribeye, which would be a shaved ribeye with poblano and red peppers, red onion, bacon, and Monterey Jack cheese, served with the corn, the tortillas, and plantains, topped with crema mexicana and cajita cheese. Now, for dessert, I think for both of us, I would want to get the tres leche de horchata, which is rice milk soaked sponge cakes topped with sweet corn ice cream. Sounds delicious already. And toasted almonds. And then for dessert, for drink menu, that would be a tough one since they don't have anything non alcoholic on le menu.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because you would think they would, and me, I'd probably get a Diet Coke anyway.
You would think
So,
so. I would, if I remember correctly, they do
yeah.
have a hidden menu non-alcoholic item.
Oh, they do. Okay.
If I remember correctly from that restaurant, that
Okay.
would be the horchata,
That's fine. That's fine. That's
which
fine.
is rice milk
I would drink
with
that anyway.
cinnamon, and I hope you've
Yum.
had horchata before. So,
I have not actually, believe it or not,
oh, please
but
take a
I
look
would.
at that. It's
But I
very
would
very
totally
nice.
try it. So, what do you think of my choices for both you and I at Mexico in World Showcase?
I might eat there, but
Okay.
I just
Yeah,
I have a beef with Mexico. I'm
I
sorry.
understand. I understand that. I understand that.
And
But
the last time I was in Mexico, I decided to go inside the Aztec temple and tried to ride the ride, which was interesting because I got stuck on the ride for 45
let
minutes.
me ask you this question:
I
Did you have to get
wasted
a?
my day.
Can I? I don't blame you, but let me ask you this question. Did you have to be evacuated from the ride?
No. They told us,
Really?
"Please wait. We will get this ride up and going."
Well, that's nice.
They said that like 50 times.
Okay, I gotta ask, which scene were you in?
I went through the whole ride, and there was one vehicle in front of us that did not make it, but we were right there. We were at the fence looking at everyone waiting in line to
So
get on the
you were
ride.
at the end of the ride.
Yes.
I'm surprised they didn't evacuate you at that
I was
point.
like, what the?
I get the point.
But I did get a good experience with Adam
Mm.
the Woo at that time too.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Okay.
Adam the Woo, if
Yes.
anyone knows,
Yes, I know who he is. I've
old
heard.
school Disney person,
I've heard a lot of good things as well as
plus some bad things. But he was
Yes.
there with his younger son. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
younger son, and
Yeah.
they were on the ride
Mm-hmm.
in the vehicle in front of us. So they got to stay for the whole 45 minutes also.
Wow.
And he was streaming.
Oh my.
We just had a conversation. I'm just all like,
Isn't
hey,
that nice?
I'm streaming, you're streaming. Let's just talk, a little bit.
Mm.
How's your day going? Please
You
explain your
know it's
channel.
in it's interesting with that kind of stuff because
Oh, and then we had we
mhm.
had 3 people that tried to hop out
You
while the
know,
ride was down.
have you speaking of that, did you see the video of the one
You
lady
should have
actually
seen it
getting
was the
wait, wait,
funniest
wait, wait,
thing,
wait,
though.
wait, wait, wait,
It
wait.
was the
I
funniest
got
thing.
something better than that.
They tried to hop out, so there's a nice
And
barrier
I
right
know
there.
where and I know how. They tried to go to the and what yep, I know
Guess what
exactly where it
was
is.
right there?
Disney
Security in
security.
black.
Yep.
They were waiting for them, and each and every person that did that, they're like, "Please come this way. You are required to go this way. You're required to go this way."
That's nothing. Did you see the
It
one?
was about 50 people.
What? 50 people? Jeez. They
It
are
was
not.
not the front 2 groups because we seen the black men in black. It was the people
It was the
behind us
people behind you. Oh my
that were
lord.
still in the ride, and they decided to walk on the side of
I
the
know
ride,
it. In the tunnel, right next to the exit.
right
Yep,
next to
I
it.
know
You do not
exactly.
see the people in corners.
Come on, they see everything.
After
Believe
the
me.
first 10 people, you should have got the hint, but no, it just kept
50
going.
people?
And
Woo!
basically, all the people that started from
See,
the whole
see,
ride except for the first 2 groups.
let me ask you this question. So, okay, speaking of this, have you seen the one, speaking of this concept anyway, have
Which
you
one?
seen the one where the lady
Is it
gets off the.
Small World?
No, People Mover.
Oh, the People Mover one.
The
Oh, yeah.
People Mover one and then the Small World one. I'm sorry, but I'm going to say this.
I'm sorry, but the guy
This
in
is getting out of
the
hand. I'm sorry, but it is. This is
yeah.
getting ridiculous because I'm sorry.
Oh, there's
When
also
they
the Pirates of the Caribbean one too.
I don't even want to know about that one, but I have a pretty good idea.
So,
Probably the
Red went
same
down in
thing.
Pirates of the Caribbean. What does
Let
a
me.
mom do that is not on the ride?
Oh, I think I know the one you're talking about.
She waded through the water and got her kids out.
Oh my god, I've seen that on Small World.
They did out on yeah,
See,
Pirates of
see,
the
see.
Caribbean.
I'm gonna say this about this right now. Okay, there is a reason why they say this for
Ugh,
for your safety, for crying out loud. Because let me tell you, once these rides start back up, you're stuck.
yes.
And there are,
She got lucky. She got the kids out, but still, don't try to do that.
you know, and I'm gonna say this about this stuff because me, I get so sick and tired of this crap because I mean, I'm gonna say this. They need to really, and I'm gonna say this, forgive me for this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. They need to start banning people from this.
Yeah.
Because lately I've been seeing it more and more. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. when I see this kind of stuff, I'm like, this is why they need to start banning. And I mean heavy bans for this because people's safety are at risk. Not only yourself, not only everybody else is on the ride, the cast members, you name it. It's like, what? It's like, I understand if you have a dining reservation. Get this. They will hold it for you. Okay, if
Most
it's a
people
dining
don't know that,
reservation and
by
on
the
Saturday,
way.
if it's a bathroom issue, go to the bathroom before you're on the ride, especially on Small World and Pirates of the Caribbean,
Mm.
because I get the point with that. But it's like, is it so? I mean, I respect the cast members, all levels, everything, because this is getting out of hand lately, and it's getting bad
No,
to the
it's
point.
been more
Go
than that
ahead.
too.
Right.
We had an instance in Disneyland, if I remember
Oh, I've
correctly.
seen the ones for land too.
How about the brawls?
Let's just say I've seen it. Well,
Few of the
I'm
brawls
gonna
were in
I'm
Disneyland.
I'm gonna say this in
What
World
about the
too.
black lady that decided to
I
punch
know.
the lady in the face?
Don't even get me
The
started
cast
with
member
that
in
one.
the
You
face.
know what? That should have been an instant ban for life. I'm
Exactly.
sorry. It should have been. But here's the thing. They play this game where it's like video. No. If it's on video, that's where it I
Hmm,
mean
I
they have
don't
cameras
know.
everywhere. I'm sorry. But this is instant ban for me. I'm sorry. And and
Here's the weird thing, though, too, and
go
this is
ahead.
my different idea.
Go ahead.
Why don't they have a ride that is able? I'm switching
All right.
topics.
All right, go ahead,
A
please, because
ride
I
that
really
is
don't want to get.
Yeah, a ride that is able to
Hmm.
have your like it
Yeah.
stops at certain spots in the ride,
Yeah.
and people come out and put food in front of you, and there's a table in the center.
Yeah.
They put food onto it.
Oh, I
It
get it.
won't be an extreme ride, but it will
Yeah.
be like I'm thinking like a Disney, like
Yeah.
Walt Disney
Yeah.
history,
Hmm.
how it started.
That'd be fun.
You need to know the history of Disney kind of
Absolutely.
ride,
Yeah. Absolutely.
and then have it so it's like Walt's famous chili, or
Yeah.
you have a choice of what you wanna eat. You tell them before
I
you go on the
love it.
ride,
Yeah.
and it would be a full-on circle ride,
Yeah.
water park style.
I like it. But
Yeah.
seriously though, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I see and hear this kind of stuff, it just it it
Oh, and
it
did you
really gets to me.
here's my cool thing, though.
Go ahead. Go
Did you
ahead.
see the new ride for Universal that just somewhat recently opened up,
Uh
which was
huh.
the Minions one?
Yes. Oh yeah, yeah. I've
That
seen
is
it.
interesting.
It looks
You
really
have
cool.
no ride vehicle.
Right. You just
You
do the.
stand
I like
on a
that.
conveyor belt
Right, and you
and
just do
chew.
it. That's smart.
It's smart, but I'm, like, laughing, like, what will they think of next?
You know it's interesting with this because for someone like me now, for an ECV user like myself, how am I going to be
Yes.
able to do now?
You
Mind
won't
you,
be able to go on that ride that well.
I know, but I
You would
wonder if
basically make
there's
it so you would stop on it, I guess, and you would use the thing and just
yeah, mm-hmm.
go like this the whole time.
But you know what? With that ride, honestly, I think I'm gonna say this. I would love to see a Toy Story version of that.
Now, I've never seen
That'd be
a
cool.
ride like this before, so how
Mm-hmm.
is let's see how long it takes for the
Mm-hmm.
tread on a conveyor belt
Mm-hmm.
that is used as a ride
Yeah.
to go bad, because conveyor belts are not made for that.
True.
They're made for maybe part day use, and that's
Yes.
not all the time, and that's usually only at airports.
Well, look. Well. Wait a minute. On when you're on the people mover, you go up the thing,
Oh, yes, you do.
and go down.
Now, I've
But
been
I've seen
on what
instances where people have
I was
actually had to walk up that thing.
I was on
Hmm.
who was those people? Oh, it was, park hoppers. I was meeting up with park hoppers. I've been on their live stream a few times, and park hoppers and me decided to go on People Mover. Guess what? Shut down
People Mover.
before
Oh,
the People
Space
Mover.
Mountain.
No,
Which one?
the
The escalator.
the escalator thing that you stay in one spot and it takes you
Going up or down?
up.
Not fun.
Not fun.
But I do it anyway.
We were laughing about it like,
I
oh,
would've
this
been-
is the most fantastic spot to get stopped at. I would hate to be the person that can't walk because you'd be stuck here.
Actually, no. For me, I would still do it. I would be in pain, but I'd do it anyway.
Think of that, how high that hill is. That would take your whole battery just to go up it.
Actually, Richard, you cannot take
some
ECVs
people.
up on it.
For
You
some
actually, believe it or not, Richard, you cannot take your ECV up it. I know that because
Oh, there's an elevator at that one.
elevator.
You
That's
tell
for
them that you
Astro
park-
Orbiter. That's for
it's-
Astro.
It's at the express lane for that. The express lane goes through an
I've
elevator
never
tunnel.
seen no elevator.
You got to ask for it.
Oh,
And if you ask for it, it goes straight up the center. Right to the top.
interesting. Now, how would I be able to get? I get. You know what? I'm gonna find out about that on my next trip.
They
I'm gonna
might
find
just
out
allow
about-
you to go through like a roped up off area to go
Yeah, maybe.
down.
I don't know.
If I remember correctly, there is, or it might not be running. I don't know. That elevator has been there for years, so since it opened.
Wow.
So, good luck with that.
But I think we came up with some.
Still, it was pretty funny. I was all like, I am on the tracks to try to go up to that ride.
People Mover, and you still gotta
People
walk up.
Mover, and it stops.
I've seen people.
Not at the bottom. It's like right in the middle.
Yeah, I know.
And it not only stopped, but it stopped, and then it started going reverse. I'm all like, oh God, we're gonna have to try to book it going uphill, going the wrong way.
You know what that just reminded me of, honestly? A treadmill.
Oh, I know, but yeah.
But you know what's interesting though? You know, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I've seen rides get stuck before.
Yes, and I've been up.
And believe it or not, I was only stuck on a ride once.
Oh, I've been on it. Let me think.
Was I stuck on another ride? No.
No, 7 or 8 times.
I've only been stuck on a ride once. I've never been evacuated.
I've been evacuated once.
I've never been evacuated.
It's nice to be evacuated at times because that means you get to see the behind the scenes of some of the rides.
I don't like to ruin the magic, but I will say this
Some of them
though.
are neat to see.
I will say this though. The one interesting ride for me was I was getting into Buzz Lightyear's Ranger Spin. And mind you, I had just gotten on the ride.
Yeah.
And for some crazy reason, I believe I remember I was doing it. And I'm trying to think. Something happened. All the scores go to 0.
Oh.
And they had to reset it.
Oh boy.
But actually I've been stuck twice. The other one was on Spaceship Earth.
Okay.
I was going up and we were in the scene right before, let me think, we had already gotten our picture taken. It was right after that. It was after the mammoth in the next area, and it was kind of dark but kind of light as well. And they're like, please remain seated in your vehicles, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Which we did. And yes, we did start up again. But that was interesting because I had never gotten stuck on a ride before. And then when I was in Buzz Lightyear's Ranger Spin. So basically I was gotten twice.
Stuck in a line, and then the ride vehicle went down while you were in line?
Nope. Never have.
I've had that happen about twice to me. That means most of the time, and yes, both times I got it, you got that nice little paper pass that said
Yes, which
you
is,
got to come back or go to a different ride.
you know
And
what's
you use your
interesting,
express
Richard?
code.
Now where they use your magic band to do
Now
it,
use your magic band, but I
which is
remember the
fine.
paper. Yeah.
You know what's interesting, because I like how they do that, because
Yeah.
it it's one of these things where we
Oh, I did the
understand.
magic band once, so I've done it 3 times. The one
Okay,
time was with the
I've
magic
never
band.
had to do the paper,
Yeah.
but
Now, one of the time the one time with my magic band was the
hmm
first time that Rise of the Resistance was
can I
open
say something about that ride before going
with
any further?
that ride
That
was
thing has been going on a lot lately.
that thing when it went down for me was
hmm
when one of the first times I believe it was one of the first times it was
hmm
going as a not a reserve
Not a virtual queue, is going as
virtual
regular standby
queue,
line. Yep.
which
hmm
brings me to a little bit of a topic before we end the day.
Sure. Sure.
Virtual queue. Do you think
All right. I know what you're gonna ask me with this one, and it's about the Tiana, isn't it? Because everybody's
Giannis
wondering.
well gonna
I'm
is gonna
gonna say
happen?
this right now. When it opens up, it's gonna be virtual queue, and it's gonna be a mess.
Yeah.
Because, and I'm gonna say why. The ride times are gonna be ridiculous once they move it over to standby.
Yes.
Because, and I'm gonna say why. Because everybody wants to ride it.
Yep.
And
Yep,
I'm gonna
right.
say this: if they were to do a virtual queue for this, it's gonna be a nightmare for everybody, because you literally have to be there. You need to be on your app, up, awake,
Mm-hmm.
7:00:00 a.m. Eastern time.
Yes.
I I am gonna say this about that. I did it when I was at Yacht Club in my room. I was on the app, did everything that I was supposed to.
Oh, it is so
Hit the
stressful sometimes.
button. I didn't get it. But honestly, I was glad that I didn't get it, because since I'm not a Star Wars anyway, but I wanted to try it. Now, the second time I I did everything right. Punched it again, nothing. And then when I went to Hollywood Studios, it said all virtual queues were. I'm gonna say this about virtual queue, okay?
You never know when that's gonna happen
I'm
because
gonna
you
say
have to
this.
have a
I'm gonna
regular
say
internet
this.
connection.
Tron still has it. Tron.
Tron
No, no.
still has it.
Oh, no, 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 no. Guardians of the Galaxy. Wait a minute.
Yes. And
Guardians of the Galaxy still has
I've
it,
been on the
and Tron
Guardians
has
of the
it. I'm gonna
Galaxy
say this.
twice, and
I'm
I love that ride because it's very,
hmm
very cool.
right, right.
Um,
Now, I'm gonna say this about honestly a virtual queue.
yeah.
I know it's there for a reason, and I think it's a great idea. But when you have every guest trying to get it at the same time for the same exact ride,
You're gonna
everybody
have
does
internet
everything right.
issues. It's
I'm
fun
gonna
to
say
watch the
this.
people's faces.
Can I say
Um,
this? Okay. I was watching one of my vloggers,
yeah.
who I absolutely love and adore. He is an amazing person. I saw them get the virtual queue when they first started it.
Yeah.
And mind you, this was right before the pandemic hit.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody in Hollywood studios on both sides, they were on their phones clicking that button. And you
Now,
knew who
you
got it
also
and who
know
didn't by the reactions.
you have a second option
You can do it at
if
1
you're in
o'clock.
the
I know.
parks, if I
I
remember
know.
correctly.
Yes, they do it twice. One at
They
7
do
a.m.
it
and
twice, and the
and
second
one at
time
1
is
p.m.
you have to ask the cast members, it's either 12 o'clock or 2 o'clock.
I think it's, well,
They use
if I
both.
remember, it's 1 o'clock. It's 1
They use
o'clock.
either of those three, and you have
Yeah.
to ask the cast members when the second option opens,
And I'm going to say this about
which
Tron
I kind of like
and Guardians
because
at this
people will be
point.
trying to get onto it at different times, thinking it's the other time. They
You
won't
know
get it,
what? You know
but
what?
it will make it so the traffic is less.
Can I say this about this, though? It crashes every time you try to do it. It
I
doesn't
know.
matter. It doesn't. See, now,
So,
Why
what
is
you do
Guardian
if
still
you're in the
doing
Guardians,
virtual?
there's one trick.
Why is it still virtual
What
queue? It's been out for, well, you know
what
what?
would
Tron
you
needs to go to
do?
standby.
What would you do if you wanted to get the Guardians of the Galaxy at 1
2
o'clock?
words. Lightning Lane, the end. I would pay for it.
I
Once.
would not.
Why?
Starbucks.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know your
They have
trick.
high Wi-Fi.
I know your
So,
trick.
and I went
Wait
to
a
the
minute.
Connections Cafe.
Maybe that's why nobody in the room's got. Oh, I get it. Everybody was in
That is why
Starbucks getting
I
it.
would go to Starbucks, and I've done this
Which
3 times, and it's worked every single time.
so you go to wait a minute, but
I
here's
go to
the
Starbucks, turn off my Wi-Fi, and plug in the Starbucks Wi-Fi.
let me ask you this question though,
It
honestly.
is 80% faster.
Well, let me ask you this question then. If I'm in a resort that is nowhere near Starbucks, how would I even get to Starbucks at 7 a.m. when none of the buses are running? Wait a minute. I know of one place. Disney Springs would do it.
Disney Springs would do it. But
But the
you're
problem is the
thinking
buses.
overthinking it a
Oh,
little bit
wait a minute.
much.
Disney Springs doesn't open till 8.
All
That's the problem. The
of
only
your
other places,
hotels,
yeah,
all of your hotels
they
have
have,
their own internet.
I know, and I've
So
done
you
it.
would
I've been
connect
on it.
to your hotel internet, and
Oh,
people don't get this. You
I
have
was
to
on the
connect to the
Disney
internet.
website. Oh, wait a minute.
All
I was on the Disney
hotels have
Wi-Fi.
internet.
Really?
All Disney hotels have internet.
Well, wait a minute. I was on the Disney Wi-Fi when I was at Yacht Club and I did it.
Here's the funny thing.
See,
Some places have more than one.
I know.
You have to know which one to get onto to get the faster speed. So Disney Wi-Fi is officially
Yes.
Epcot. It is not the Beach Club.
I was at Yacht Club anyway, and I still couldn't get it.
But it was the beach.
I was at Yacht Club. Yeah, I was.
You were at the Yacht Club, but think about this.
I was in my
You're
room.
using the Epcot internet at Yacht Club because it's close enough.
I was on the Disney Wi-Fi.
That's for the Epcot.
So that's why I couldn't get it.
Usually the internet comes up,
Yeah.
it'll say the name of the hotel that you're staying at.
I never got that. I was only connected to Disney Wi-Fi. Oh, so that means I would have to switch.
So yours was slower internet. You might have still got it, but it was.
I never got it, and believe it or not, I tried it twice.
Yep, but you see what I mean. That's why it happened.
Oh.
You have to get on.
Why doesn't anybody ever tell me this
You
stuff?
have to go onto either the beach or the Yacht Club internet. Try to pull down the Wi-Fi for that.
Even if I was staying at Port Orleans Riverside.
I'm saying this. You probably want to try to do this around 6:30, not 7.
Can I say this? Can I say this about virtual queue, honestly?
It takes a half an hour to hook up the Wi-Fi.
Oh, I know. Because it's a mess, because everybody's on it.
It's a mess.
That's see, okay. Honestly, with virtual queue at this point, why is Tron and Guardians of the Galaxy still doing virtual queue? They have been there for a while now. They need to go to standby lines at this point.
Is one of the newer ones.
But Guardians of the Galaxy isn't.
But it's so popular.
I know both of them are at this point.
They will
when Tiana's opens, it's gonna be pandem.
They will use that ride system until
virtual queue. I know.
The Guardians of the Galaxies does not fill up every single time.
Wow.
They're still having the instance where it gets filled up every single time.
Right.
So they will still use it because it is a commodity that people use. Hey, I want to wake up at 7 a.m. because I want to try to get onto that ride.
I get up at 6 a.m. when I'm at Disney and I'm ready to go by 7 a.m. But I will say this, though. I think for virtual queue, Tiana, they're going to need to do a 7, a 9, and 11.
I'm glad that they started the virtual queue really with rides.
Yeah, because these ride times will be,
it'll allow them to have the secondary virtual queue, which is for the popcorn buckets at Epcot.
You know what? I fully agree with you on this one because,
It
but
would not have happened if they didn't have either or.
But you know what? I'm gonna say this too. The one thing that I'm really pleased with that, speaking of popcorn buckets and speaking of merch, I'm gonna say this. I give kudos for them for finally doing the 2 per person per order per person.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
They
finally
used to do it for
very
5 for a long time. 5 per person per
but you
order.
know what though? Think of
5
it
was a
this
little much, but you know what? It was
yeah,
fine.
I know.
Before that, I knew people that were ordering like 30 to 40.
Oh,
So
I know. But you know what? But I will say this about virtual queue for merch.
Oh,
Keep
yes.
using it. Keep using it for merch, especially with new items.
Or meals.
Festival items should be on virtual queue. I'm sorry. Some of it, not all, but some of the more popular items which you know are gonna be hot ticket, aka popcorn buckets, yes.
Yeah.
I would say virtual queuing for rides. They still have bugs to work out, but it works for what is needed.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this. I think when Tiana's opens, it is gonna be virtual queue, and it's gonna be a mess.
Probably, but you
It's
also
gonna
have
be
to
a mess.
remember they're gonna have their own
Hmm.
merch area,
I know.
personally, unless they change some of that
You
to a
know what I'm
restaurant.
thinking? You know what I'm thinking too, Richard?
They could change some of that to, like, a quick service
Think of
restaurant,
it this way too.
but they'll
They
have
may
merch.
have to do virtual queue on both the ride and the merch.
Oh, that might be true.
Which
Well, they never
merchandise
done that except for Epcot.
correct.
Really?
Now they're gonna have to start worrying about Magic Kingdom because
No, they
when
won't,
that
because
when
they did that at Tron.
Tron, I know.
They
But
didn't do virtual queue at Tron. You bought whatever you wanted at whatever
you
time you wanted.
know what's interesting for this is that when the new stuff opens up at Animal Kingdom, are they going to do virtual queue over there? Now they haven't done it over there yet.
Hmm.
They haven't. That's the only park that they haven't done because everybody else has done it.
I heard
Hollywood.
even that not Disney, Universal Studios is thinking about using a system like virtual
I
queue
heard that.
for their new Epic
I
Universe.
heard that because everybody's going to want to go over there.
Of course.
Yeah.
And they're gonna regulate who can go into the park.
You know what?
'Cause
That's
guess
smart.
what? That means you will not have traffic,
Correct.
which that is a really big plus.
And I'm going to say this too also.
But would
Good.
that make it so other areas that do not have it, they're not gonna have every single land that's gonna have it. Other areas that are not gonna have it are gonna be packed full of people.
Exactly. Harry Potter's going to be one of them.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna head out because I need to
Sure.
go eat, and
Go ahead.
I need to go pretty soon.
I need to go to bed.
I'm gonna see you guys.
All right.
Yes, we're still live, but we're just about to go out.
Yep, and we're leaving.
I'll
Bye,
see you.
guys. Bye, guys.